Harley Quinn.
Hello, E-Monkeyians, it's E-Monk here, and today we are going over Harley Quinn's Injustice 2 makeup. I use this, it's basically white foundation from Hot Topic. You get it for like $5. It's really cheap, and I just used a, what is that thing called? Like a sponge, but it's not a sponge. It's a beauty blender. That's what they're called. Oh, dear Lord. And you just put it all over your face. I already put in my contacts, put my hair in buns, and pre-primed before this. And you also want to use some mascara. I forgot the word there for a second. And just put it in. You can also use falsies, but at the time I was not using falsies. I do now, but I wasn't then. And you use some Perfect Point Plus eyeliner. This is really good eyeliner. It doesn't smudge as much. And you want to put it under your eye and a little bit over your eye. You want to give it kind of like a smoky eye look. Not exactly a cat eye look, because she doesn't really do the cat eye in this look. You just want to go for a little more smoky type of thing. So, yeah. It kind of makes me feel like I'm back in my old high school days. Because the joy it is. And I have to put it on there pretty good because, you know, my eyelashes are pretty blonde. Then I use the Urban Decay Full Spectrum eyeshadow. And I use the blue, the really, like, the middle blue on that palette. It's a little bit more on the pricey range, but it is worth it. It gives you a whole bunch of eyeshadow. So definitely an investment worth making. And you only need to drag it down to about that much, and then I use the dark one up top, and this is where things started getting messy. I messed up and put too much on the inner corner of my eye. You don't want to put as much there. You do want to smudge it out, but I smudged it out way too much and realized it. You're trying to clean it up. I ended up having to use a rag off scene for you to see it. You do want it a little bit because she has, like, you know, like a mask type of thing, but not to this extent. This was a mess up. And you want to use the middle pink on that one to give yourself a nice good base. It helps to have eyeshadow primer on because, as you can see, you know, the pigment is going on. It just takes a lot. And like I said, this is supposed to be a messy look, but that's about as far as you're supposed to go. The pink side I didn't mess up on. The blue side, for some reason, it decided to go crazy. So please ignore the blue side and do that on the pink side. And I also used a darker pink to go over it. So yeah, that's what you do for her makeup. And I use my finger to blend it all. You can use a brush, but I use, you know, my finger because it works just the same. And I'll sit here and try to fix the blue side, but it's not gonna work because I'm gonna have to basically wipe it off and retry. So yeah, so just ignore that. Do the pink side. But yeah, it's okay. Mistakes happen. And then this is just a drugstore lipstick that I found that works for 24 hours. It's dark and it does last for a very long time. It is definitely worth it because she had a dark red lipstick. So you want to make sure you use that. And that's your look. That is it. And I decided to include in this video, including my little space buns, I can show you how to put on the cowl. And this is in real time. I'm not going to speed this up, so that way you have an idea how long it's going to take. Of course, you see where the cotton is. Right there. You want to stick your buns in there, because this is one way it's going to stay on your head. And I shove my buns in first, try to find the triangle flap, and pull it down. And I'm trying to fix it a little bit, but just to get some stray hairs that are behind my neck in there. And you're wanting... yeah, you have to watch that little top piece. It's a lot easier if somebody helps you, but you can do this by yourself. I just didn't have the bun in the right spot. But you want to kind of put your hair in the horn, in the justicle. That's your best bet. And then go ahead and close the Velcro straps. Don't worry about the top piece because that's what the goggles are for. And go ahead and try to get it around your neck so you can situate everything else. Like that. All nice and pretty. And then make sure the back is all flipped down. That's what I'm making sure of. And now you want to start putting your stray hairs in there, as much of them that you can fit in there as possible. So yeah, and since this is a sweetheart shape, it's a little hard to keep this shape. So your best bet is, while holding that, is to grab your goggles, which apparently I'm trying to find. Ah, there they are. And go ahead and put them on. I slip it through one justicle, and then I have a stretchy band on it that I added to it, so I just stick the other justicle on it. And there's the goggles. And now you can pull it all the way down, and the goggles will help hold it up properly, as long as the goggles are fully sitting there like they're supposed to. Like I said, you want to try to get all of your hair in there as much as possible. But this is real time on how to put on the cowl, in case any of y'all are wondering. But yeah, as I said, it is a tedious process, but I didn't want to speed this up, even though I could have. But y'all needed to see the real time. And the trick behind the Velcro to hide it, you just sometimes have to undo it and reattach it. And as you can see, I sit here fiddle with it so it can hide. But it's best to blend it as much as possible and then pull it up under your chin, because it is supposed to cover most of your chin. And as you can see, the black side, once again, wasn't fitting properly. And that's what was messing me up the entire time. So, keep that in mind. And I'm trying to make sure all the hair is inside. And with this cowl, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it earlier, but it is a little hard to hear when wearing this cowl. So, just to pre-warn you guys, because it is pleather and it's not that thick, but for me, I had a little bit of difficulty hearing. So, make sure you have somebody near you that can help you. And that is really it. And I suggest you fluff out those justicles and you are good to go. Alright. If y'all have any questions, please leave a comment. Please hit like, share this with your friends, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell to get notifications from me anytime I post a video. You know, y'all know the drill by now, I'm sure. But that is it. I hope y'all enjoy this costume. Run around and be crazy, my little Harleys, whoever you are. And I hope you enjoy. Happy cosplaying!
Harley Quinn wins.
Thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for making this video possible. To become a Patreon supporter, go to www.patreon.com/emunk. See you there!